got me. Just trying to raise some donation.
Yeah, we got that shot. Skittles. What you want for the box?
200.
200.
Yeah, 200. I made
What
like
you
400
charge
every
for?
day.
What you charge for?
One for $2. I made like 400 every day.
$2, so add this up. How that's 200?
I make 400 every day off donation.
How much you want for your box?
That shit, bro, I make 400 worth too.
You made 400 off that?
Yeah, off that
and
shit.
you sell them for $2?
Yeah, and I got for $25.
So let's count it. Let's count.
It's 34 times.
Exactly. What's 34 times 2, my boy? It ain't 200.
That's 2.
It ain't, It ain't 2 nothing. It ain't even $100.
Oh, yeah, that ain't $100, bro.
$68. What about you?
I'm making 200.
Huh?
2 times 2, bro.
See, y'all. See, look. See? You give me 1, 2.
Yeah, bro.
What, they $2 a piece?
$1 each.
$1 each, I bet. You gotta use your head, man. You trying to play, man. I was gonna bless you anyway. You'd have got the 200. Now you got $2. Y'all be good. Look, they pissed. Look, got me f***ed up.
Yeah, they 200.
And then y'all look. Put my bankroll back in the bag. Look at it. Look. I used to sell candy too. I know how this go. Ask all the teachers.
Now I know a lot of people can feel some type of way about this little the baby clip about him, you know what I'm saying, basically giving these two brothers $4 instead of just giving them what they asked for. But this is one of the problems that I have with this situation. A lot of people don't understand this is one of the reasons why we went into slavery. Like what you saw on the video is dealing falsely. What you saw on the video is partiality. You thought because this person, you know they have money, you try to basically get over in this situation. This is not profitable for us. That don't work out in the long run. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple verses for that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people really don't understand these type of situations is the reason why we went into slavery. Like, it just showed that we bad people, bro. Like, at the end of the day, it just show you that you are a low integrity individual. Period. You a low integrity individual. My first verse I want to pull, Ecclesiastes chapter 27 and verse 2. As a nail sticketh fast between the joinings of the stones, so doth sin stick close between buying and selling. Because a lot of times when you look at these different people in their businesses, they are definitely willing to sin to get that money. We see it all the time. We see it all the time. Just the same way how when if you was to drive a nail into a stone or into some wood, it's stuck in there. It's close. That's the same way it is for buying and selling, which is doing business, and sin. A lot of people that do business are very, very low integrity people. Let's just be honest about the situation. Let's get some more. Leviticus chapter 19 verse 11. Ye shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another. Now you gotta really think about this situation that just happened. You know what I'm saying? Them brothers was dealing falsely. Period, point blank. He asked how much for the box. Period, point blank. It don't matter. I understand what he was trying to say. He said, I usually get 400 for the day. But that ain't what he asked you, little bro. That ain't what he asked you. He said, how much for the box? If you know that you selling them $2 a piece for $34, out that gate, you supposed to know that before you leave the house. I know my sister used to sell candy. She knew how much she supposed to get for each box of candy. So she knew if that whole box gone and she only got a certain amount of money, okay, either somebody stole some or I lost some money. He's supposed to know it was $68 out the gate. Let's just be real. Let's read it again. Ye shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another. First they was dealing falsely, trying to get more money out the situation. Two, just straight up lying. Why you lying? But we don't look at these situations like this, man. Just because that brother got money don't mean that you supposed to try to scam him out of some money, man. In a lot of situations like that, you usually he'll give you extra money if you just be honest out the gate. We see this all the time, man. We see this all the time. But no, we don't want to do that as a people. This is why we're in slavery, people. These are commandments that he told us to do. This is why we're in slavery. We think this is something light. This is not something light. Because we do this on small scales like that, and we do this on large scales. Let's get some more. Amos chapter 8 and verse 5 saying, when will the new moon be gone, that we may sell corn, and the Sabbath that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah small and the shekel great. Okay, so this is a precept proving that you can't buy and sell on the Sabbath day, but also it show you how deceitful we are as a people in doing business. Listen to it again. It said making the ephah small and the shekel great. You trying to get the most amount of money for the least product. You trying to give people less than what they paid for. Let me read it again. When will the new moon be gone, that we may sell corn, and the Sabbath that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah small and the shekel great, and falsifying the balances by deceit. This is what we was doing. We went into slavery. When you read on down, he talks about how he not gonna forget that. God hate that. God hate liars. God hate liars. You will do better if you just be honest out the gate. It's not about how much money you get. It's about sleeping at night. Period, point blank. A lot of people don't understand that though. So anybody, honestly, anybody that got an obvious problem with what the baby did, you doing it because he got money. You saying it because he got money. It's not about the principle of the situation. It's not about right and wrong. And honestly, most people that see that it was a problem what the baby did, 9 times out of 10, you not gonna understand what you gotta do to make it out of America, and you're gonna die here. Because if you don't have integrity, because honestly, people that got integrity can look at their situation and understand why the baby did what he did. But if you can't see that, that show that you have a low level of integrity. You was okay with them children lying to him? You was okay with that? We as a people, man, we gotta change that, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm out.
How much it cost? $5 a piece? Oh God, I don't want no candy.
Already have a good.
Count up on the phone. Count up on them, nigga. Count up. Yeah, stop playing with them. And I don't want the candy. First rapper to give a nigga a bite roll and let him keep the candy. He still gonna.
Next, I want to talk about this response video basically from Soulja Boy. This is probably the corniest shit I've ever seen, first and foremost. But let alone the fact that you're not doing that being genuine. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it to take a shot at the baby. First and foremost, you're not teaching them kids nothing by doing it. Because when you look at the situation, the baby was right in what he did. It ain't about everything else that he rap. Because I don't mess with the stuff that he rap about. First and foremost, I don't, you know what I'm saying, stuff that he kind of promote. I don't mess with none of that. But if somebody do something right, you gotta let them have that. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the Soulja Boy situation, first and foremost, you wanted it to be recorded. Why? Because you wanted it to look a certain type of way. Then you watch this man. He counted out every single bill in that boy's face just to give him 2 of them. Explain, why did you count? Why did you count through the whole stack? Why did you count through the whole stack if you wasn't finna get him the whole stack? It's just certain stuff when you look at it, be like, you putting on a show, bro. You putting on a show. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of them things where it have to make sense. You know what I'm saying? It really have to make sense. And obviously, we living in a world where everybody want everything recorded. I understand that, but it's like it was vainglory at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures tell us not to do that. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures tell us not to move like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to read something right quick. This is Galatians chapter 5, verse 25. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another. Because that was the whole purpose of his response video today. You know what I'm saying? It was for vainglory. That's what that was about. Is that if we walk in the Spirit, we're not going to do those type of things. When you read up in the chapter, it tell you what the fruits of the Spirit is. If you walking in the Spirit, it show you the characteristics of what you'll be doing in your life. But it said, let us not be desirous of vainglory, because that's what that was. You don't really get anything out of that situation. You want somebody to look at you and be like, oh, I'm the first rapper to give a whole stack and don't even get no can. See, that was the problem. That was the problem. Think about the mindset of that. You know what I'm saying? Soulja Boy clearly had to work for what he got. What are you doing by teaching somebody just gonna give you something? Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. Let me get one more. Philippians chapter 2, verse 2. Fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. Because what we just seen is a clear contradiction in actions. That's what you see. You see a clear contradiction in actions. The Bible wants us all to move the same way in terms of integrity, in terms of morality, civility. They want us all to move the same way. So when you look at that situation, right, the baby clearly taught them two little boys a lesson. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, honesty, integrity. Don't try to scam nobody. Don't try to get over on nobody, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? So you look at the reverse of that. Why wouldn't the next young man say, okay, well, shit, if I see the next rapper, I'm going to try to get the most out of him as well. You know what I'm saying? Why not? He said, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind. Be humble, man. That you don't really see that. Be humble. Because in a situation like that, you know what I'm saying, you hustling on the street trying to, you know what I'm saying, sell your candy or whatever. That's a humble situation. Door to door, or you standing in front of people trying to get them to buy a product. That's a humble situation because you need them to buy it. Because I'm thinking about it, okay, unless he's selling some school candy, that boy said they $5 each. Listen, bro, don't no candy cost $5 a piece, bro. Period, point blank. Unless you selling some type of fucking school candy where you got some type of fundraiser going on, ain't no candy no damn $5 a piece, bro. But hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, let me know what y'all think, man, because me personally, I'm looking at it from a biblical perspective. So it's like I can see it in its teaching moments. You know what I'm saying? These are some of the things that we need to be teaching our children because they grow up and be adults that ain't got no damn integrity. So we got to start changing that if we want to see a better black community. You know what I'm saying? We want to see a better environment for our kids when they become adults. We got to start doing stuff a little different. And first and foremost, as adults, we got to start moving with integrity because the kids ain't seeing us do that. So we got to do it. But let me know what y'all think, man. I'm out.